Hello guys!
And welcome to this new video with
Japanese Akaso!
Please follow him on Instagram and follow me too. Today we're gonna talk about the 5 reasons why Japanese people do not speak English.
I've been receiving some DMs. They say, why Japanese don't speak English? But I speak some English. What do you think?
So I think, of course there's Japanese people who speaks English, if they're particularly interested into Western culture, or they've been studying abroad, or they're just particularly talented to study languages. However, the majority of Japanese, nowadays at least, they do not speak English, especially compared to countries like Korea or China. Why do you think it's happening? Number 1.
The way they learn English. Preschool, middle school, high school. It's not really good. Because even the English teacher, they don't really speak English. So they just teach the grammar thing and that's it. So I think Japanese people are really good at English grammar, but they are not very good at talking.
They don't really have many chance to speak even in the class.
Yeah.
It's like if you are trying to study how to play basketball and you only study on the book. You have to practice, you have to try to use the language, if not it will be so hard to learn.
Exactly.
Number 2.
We have katakana. We import a lot of words from English. For example, schedule, Katy Perry, Katy Perry, Sebastiano Serafini.
They turn those words into katakana and they make it easier for them to pronounce it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's making it harder to English speaker to understand what they are saying. Also, they sometimes make it shorter. If the word is too long translated, they would just make it shorter.
Computer, pasokon.
How can you understand that pasoko means computer if you are an English speaker? It's very hard. But there's so many of those words, it's incredible.
So for Japanese people, pasokon is English word. So when they go to America or somewhere, when they want a computer, pasokon.
Number 3.
Wasei. For example, tension. We have our tension.
To say I'm so excited, I would say I'm very high tension. So there is a lot of different words that are English word, however in Japanese they have a different meaning. And this is called waseiko.
That confuses us.
Number 4.
I think it's economical reason. Japan is such a economically independent country and we don't really need to speak English for work.
I mean, you only need a few people in the company that speaks English. You don't need the whole company to be able to speak English.
Yeah.
Well, in some other maybe country, if you speak English, you already have an advantage to get a job. But in Japan, it's more important that you follow the rules and you go into a good university and then you do job hunting the way Japanese are supposed to do. But speaking English doesn't really help you get you a better position all the time, every time.
Yeah.
Reason number 5. This I think is the most cultural one and is really connected to society. If you are in a restaurant and you are kids and you are being a little bit naughty, maybe your mom will say, everybody's watching you, so be quiet. Japanese people are very scared to do something wrong.
Yeah. When I was in LA, I was learning English and there was some Japanese students, but they were super shy in the class because they weren't confident with their English, so they didn't raise their hand or anything.
Yeah.
Is it a problem that they don't speak English? I don't think so.
No, I don't think it's a problem. Why would it be a problem?
I live in Italy right now. Sometimes they don't speak English at all. And sometimes I feel like, why? But I'm in Italy, so it's normal that they don't speak English.
Right.
Because they're not American, they're not British. So, same in Japan, I think. If you go to Japan as a tourist, I suggest you to learn a little bit of Japanese. If you want to learn Japanese, email me.
Ciao ciao!
Bye bye, mata ne.